Call me Neoblade. This is the staircase for Protoss Step 5. And we jump right in. It's a new interface, lobbies, melee, arcade. And I apologize, the staircase Step 5 is released after the staircase Step 6. But I do not have the opportunity to cut videos anymore. YouTube killed this option for me, and when I have the time I will have to figure out which program I want to use. But what do we want to do today? The mental checklist. I will call it MCL. You can Google mental checklist and you will find Liquipedia article powered by me. You will find Day 9 videos, and please take a look at them. How do we train the mental checklist? We first will try to execute a solid build order, and we try to keep our money low. We'll do this pressing on melee, searching for Neo School, and you take one of those maps. It's not important which one. It should have LOTV in it, of course, and we'll take Deadwing. I like Deadwing. If you like another map, totally fine. Create a lobby. We put in 1-on-1. You add the AI which you are most comfortable with. I will just take Terran and I will take Economic Focus. Economic Focus is important, I think. And then it's important in this exercise that you improvise a build order. Not totally improvised like 3 pylons into 2 gas, but it's important that you have a stalker early on or a fighting unit early on. I will just build the Mumber build order. You can take a look at Mamba's build order, which I invented and he refined. And mental checklist is, I'm terrible, sorry. This build order is awful right now because my pylon was too late. And you see, you have to keep objectives. If you move the objective over, the mouse over the objective, you will get additional information. And then you build a stalker, or you build a stalker, or you build a zealot, but stalker is better. This is a cross position map. I build it like this, and I will just simulate the stalker using this probe. And you will jump to the stalker and take a look at your production. Then you will fight with the stalker and try to kill units. When your shields of the stalker, you can take 2 stalkers, 3 stalkers, whatever you like. When the shields are gone, you retreat and you try this executing your build order. That's the first part. The second part is arcade. Roberto. I think you've known this a lot, and you take Roberto Frost. You set this to very easy, economic focus. Or let's try medium for the Protoss, but economic focus very important. You start the game. And I will do a 3-good robo. Never played this since Heart of the Swarm, so be a little bit patient with me. And you have to move this probe around, which is very easy. Oh, I made a mistake. Nice, nice, nice. The most important part is... arcade. Roberto. Sorry, there. Create lobby. You have to put this down to 600 minerals. If you're new to this, use 800, but 600 is important. You have to stay below 600 minerals for the first 6 minutes or 7 minutes of the game. So, Terran, very easy. Medium, economic focus. You can set this to 16, and we'll start the game. Again, I apologize for not being able to edit the video, so right now I've cut it out. So, we will see another map using Roberto in just a second or just a minute. If you move through tight spaces like this, you will regain hit points. And the next thing which is important in the mental checklist, beside a solid build order and beside keeping your money low, is to execute the warp-in drill. There's a video. If you don't know what the warp-in drill is, take a look at the video. It's very important to know the warp-in drill. And we'll just build a second gate. Again, I don't know how a 3-gate robo is played in Legacy of the Void. So we'll build a Zealot to scout our opponent. And you see I stay below 600 minerals all the time. So we wait for 50 gas. You see I used the wireframe to check my production like the mental checklist is supposed to do.
Gather more minerals first.
I have to take gas, I know that, but I have to take care of my probe first. You see, I always use camera hotkeys and locations to jump to my base.
Here in the shadows.
And now I can take a look at my opponent. I now have enough money to build a Nexus. No, I don't have enough money. Now I have scrolled, which is very bad. I should take camera locations or the minimap.
Let our enemy know our fury.
I can jump to my Stalker, and I should not let it die. And I should build the robotics facility because my gas is too high. Gas is not watched by this map. I put the robotics facility to a hotkey on a control group. And now I can show the warp and drill just shortly. I have to build an additional pylon. So now my gates are ready. I jump to my warp and pylon, which is not there. Very bad. So we'll just do it in the main base. Jump to the warp in pylon and warp in units. Then we need additional pylons, 2 bases, 2 pylons. And I have too much gas. So we build... This was bad because I had it on a hotkey. We build observers. I see my warp gates are ready. Good macro is in, not in the hands, it's in the eyes. Day 9 tells you so.
Did you think you could warp there? I am here in the shadow.
Pro production. I think I can now use additional gates.
Your workers must gather more minerals.
We'll do one more cycle. We'll do one more cycle. I will take this. Warp in, warp in, warp in. Pylon, pylon. I think you grasp the concept. You stay below 600 minerals all the time. And I think you will find this exercise very difficult. I played this exercise for 6 minutes. It will become more difficult, of course, if you play Nexus first because you have more income then. So try 3-gate robo or 2-gate expand, whatever you like to keep your money low. So the next part is drops. But since I've shown drops a lot of times in the past videos, please take a look at the past videos. And if you did not get the part of drops, please take a look at Terran and Zerg. I recommend looking at Terran and Zerg step 5 because I could edit the videos and they're more structured. So the next thing is the day 9 rules, and we'll take the Proberto for it. I strongly recommend, even though it says deprecated, you play this map and
have fun.
and try to beat gold on this map. I almost got it. I only took me 2 times. And again, main objectives are on the left-hand side. You have to execute. You have to save this High Templar and stuff like that.
Nuclear missile
And the opponent will try to nuke your economy. The opponent will harass you with liberators. And he will build a strong army so you can move your troops to death. You can execute the warp and drill here, you can exercise it. I would not build more than 50 or 60 drones on this map because you will mine out pretty soon. You have 4 bases, as you can see on the minimap. And now I will explain, taking a look at the minimap. explaining the day 9 rules. First of all, constantly make probes. Always build workers. Probes as Protoss. Second, keep your money low. Both exercises I showed you, the Neo School map and the Neo MT Proberto Frost, are good exercises to keep your money low. Third, do not get supply blocked. Or no supply blocks, whatever you like. If you have a perfect warp and drill, you will never get supply blocked. Or minimap. Watching the minimap, I explained it early on in the former videos, and I will explain it again in the staircase step 6. You always have to... The watchtowers are yours. Your opponent should never have the watchtowers. You always should fight for the watchtowers and take it. And you should build pylons where his drops are, or where his medivacs or overlords could place a drop. And you should try to constantly scout the front, so you know where his army is. If you wanted to use oracles to attack his army and try to watch the minimap all the time. Your minimap should blink or look like a Christmas tree, always bright and shining. So, this maps will try and keep your money low with 1,000 minerals. I think you will find it very difficult if you never played it. You can use a move, killing those rocks here. And the last part is scouting. And if your mental checklist is very good, you can use drops to scout, you can use an observer to scout, you can use hallucination to scout, you can use adept shades to scout. In the early game you can use a probe scout. You can use hallucinations, I mentioned. You can use blink stalkers to scout, and with your main army always try to scout the front, scout the frigging front. Very important what Day 9 tried to teach you. So, yeah, I think that's it for the Day 9 rules. And we'll jump to the next part. The next part is about unit composition. The most important factor about the staircase is having fun and trying stuff. Afterwards, it's important to gain a higher SKU, not to win. Winning or losing is not important. This is one of the new maps, which will probably enter the map pool in 2018. It's called Neon Violet Square, and I played Charge Slot, Archon, Immortals and DTs. So it's Charge Slots are step 3, Archons are step 4, Immortals are step 5, and Dark Templar are step 6. So, if you don't want to build Immortals and try Dark Templars, just play Charge Shot Archon Dark Templar. And we'll see how this goes. Twister is a gold 3, a training partner of mine. I have an SQ of 81 in this video, which is very bad. But it will get worse when I try to play oracles. So right now you can see my Dark Templar. Okay, I kill a tower. I evade his scans. I try to execute the warp and drill, but I forget about the pylons. And since his army is now out of position, I make the main attack, and I know I have more army value than him. So I think if you want to drop DTs, it's totally fine, but he had too much towers. Yeah. Game is over, of course. This is an example for proxy oracle and two-prong attack. Two-prong attack, very important to use it, to learn it. Even without drops or oracles, two-prong attack is very, very strong and can win games. This is the Mamba BO again. A little bit, I fucked it up a little bit because my core is too late. So there's my Stargate. I will now scout. Does he have an expansion? Okay, he builds Marines. And I now build oracles all the time using the mental checklist. Checking my production with the hotkeys for my Stargate. As you saw it there, I took a quick look and built the next oracle without taking a look at the Stargate. You can build most of the stuff without even looking at your base. So now I have 3 oracles. I will do a two-prong attack. These zealots are just for A moving, so he gets distracted, and this is my main attack, to kill workers in his base, which will work perfectly. So my zealots will all die. But I kill almost all of his workers in his main base. The game is won here, and I just have to survive now. So I made the damage and I move away. Let's just take a look at his perspective.
Our SCVs are under attack.
Ready for dust off.
Okay, he does not react at all. Should use his Marines.
Your base is under attack again.
I don't know why he doesn't
Research
take his
finished.
Marines. Okay. Very strange. But happens that you go to panic mode when you have oracles in your base. And I built Charge Lot Archon Oracle. I take his main army, so I can see it if it moves, and I take the next base. So that's a possibility in the Staircase Step 5 as well. You can play Storm, but I had SQ, I think 51 in this game. Very bad. And will this is a game where the Protoss has an SQ von 31. Diamond League. Very, very, very bad SQ. Bronze. And we'll take a quick look at mistakes in the golden rules, in the day 9 rules. Opening looks fine. Reaper expand. Probe production until now. Very good. 2 probes all the time. A little mistake. Losing his adept. This is the next mistake. 70 oversupply is too much on diamond level. Never get supply blocked is fine, but on diamond you should be 10, 15, 20 ahead. Whatever you like. But whatever suits you is fine, but plus 40 is a little bit heavy. A little bit too much. So he should scout the front with his stalkers. He probably is afraid of stim, but scouting in the front is very important, even if he just scouts this place and this place, so the opponent does not take a fast third base. There's a Widowmine drop incoming, very popular. Next mistake, he should have pylons so he can photon overcharge every incoming medivac, but this is about the golden rules. He has a robo, but he does not have observer. Again, very bad. And there's the punishment. 10 lost ropes. And now he realized that he should build what it is called, a pylon. Yeah. So the attack of the opponent was very successful, killing 16 probes overall.
Research complete.
So this Protoss uses sentries, very good for Guardian Shield, very good for force fields, but most important in Platinum and Diamond is to use hallucinations to scout the opponent, his tech, his expansions and stuff like that, and we'll take a look if we see this. This guy, both players do not take the watchtowers, a major mistake on this map. It's a very good map, having the watchtowers. And this drop would have been seen if a pylon would be here, pylon would be here, and you should place pylons on the map so you can see these incoming drops. One pylon here for photon overcharge, totally fine, but the main army is here, so photon overcharge is not the most important part here. And this pylon here is also not necessary. So before you play a game, study the map and ask yourself, where can I put pylons to scout drops? Right now, he keeps his money low. His upgrades are a little bit bad because the Terran has better upgrades. But his drop defense is very, very bad. So I would say with this kind of money you can place one cannon in every economy line. And he does not have 70 probes at 10 minutes, which is bad for his probe production. Of course, he lost a lot. The Protoss will win the game, but winning or losing is not important for the TheStaircase. Improving is the most important. And having fun, of course, is very important too. He has money, but he does not build stuff from his robotics facilities. Could build 2 Immortals. Immortals are very good against Marauders, the opponent, and against the incoming planetary fortress.
Let's have a blast. Mineral field depleted. I am here in the shadows.
His minimap vision is awful. It's very, very bad because no watchtowers, no pylons on the map.
Research complete. Mineral field. Our pylon is under attack. Additional pylon.
His drop defense is very, very bad. He just reacts way too late. And now he lost a Nexus for it. And the opponent will play this game all day. Just 1 or 2 cannons to delay the attack, so the opponent is not able to drop into the economy, and he should attack his opponent and scout the front. And he, as I said, he has sentries, full energy, and he does not use a single hallucination. Scouting very, very bad in this game. And now you see, okay, he's supply blocked. Now you see he should not. The next thing about good macro is he only has 6 gates. He has 64 probes. When this base is finished, he will have 3 base saturation, or at least 2 base saturation. He needs a 5th base immediately, because this base is killed. These mineral patches will outmine soon. And he should start 3-3. The Terran will have 3-3 sooner than the Protoss. Very bad Protoss macro regarding upgrades. And you see, totally focused on the fight. He has 6 idle gates, no production from his robotics facilities, and that's very, very bad macro. So, yeah, we'll just highlight what's wrong. He did not build probes constantly because he had not 17 probes at 10 minutes. You can have 70 probes at 8 minutes. So rule 1, he missed rule 1. Constantly keep your money low is the major part here. Do not get supply blocked. Will cut this out because his opponent killed pylons, and then Nexus, so supply blocks weren't entirely his fault. Minimap, totally bad. Scouting, totally bad. Everything in this game regarding day 9 rules was bad. Everything. And the staircase is about macro, it's about high SQ and learning the day 9 rules. So if you do drops, if you do 2-prong attacks and keep your money low and have a high SQ, you should be able to advance to step 6. Thank you very much for listening. Please subscribe to my channel and we'll see us next time.